Sorry about that. I was actually just watching Nick's thing because he's doing it. He's doing a thing as well. But I've muted that. So, okay, game is now loading. Audio is unmuted. It's just it. I mean, this isn't going to go on for too long unless I'm really, really inept. Yeah. Yay. Oh, this pickaxe really is crap. Can I jump there? Yes. Just about. Probably shouldn't be using the bare means for mining. Saying that, given that trolls are a thing, does make some level of sense, I think. Hey. God, I'm really sneezy today. 50%? No, I don't think I've got a cold, it's just hay fever because it's spring. Yeah. It's not pleasant either way. Yes. said you're in Indonesia, that's down south, so I'm guessing it's basically autumn over there. So there's that runny nose every day. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there are like antihistamines, but I do usually forget to take them. I did today, but not for like the last week or something, so hasn't really had much of a chance to kick in. So if I sound a little bit funny, that's also why. Just rain. So, also, is it the like dry and wet season? I think well, that seems a bit easier to keep track of. Because there's just 2 instead of 4, saying that the 4-season thing is also what we're used to. Well, I mean, it's like 3-month blocks, so it's not really that complicated. Saying that the Beast from the East, like a couple of years back, it was like 2018, 19, that was 2017, 2018, I think. That was actually in March, which, for weather so cold, it is very much supposed to be spring. It's always cold, 100%. Yeah, that does seem a little bit easier to keep track of. I love this. Hey. Oh, I think I scared him off. Oh, piss off. Absolute fucking dickhead. Yeah, must be. We're close and tires, really. Yeah, like I said, auto mod. I mean, it's a nice idea, but it can sometimes be a little bit silly. Because I think I have it in like the middle setting or something. And I think I have my weight at its max. Change your tyre to a winter one. No, my bike is on off-road tyres because it's a mountain bike. I do want some road tyres though, because I pretty much never off-road with it. Well, I'm guessing it probably meant something else, but oh well. I think we probably have winter tyres in the UK, but it's not really a thing that most people use. Because it's never really needed. Give me that rock. Oh, fuck. Really? thy noxious fumes away from me, fiend. I think in like Sweden and Norway, it's actually mandatory to have winter tires in winter. Which, yeah. I don't know. Actually, I can look it up. Hang on. Yes, it is mandatory in Russia to have. Yeah, according to Google AI, ever reliable. Yes, it is mandatory to have winter tyres in Russia for all passenger vehicles under 3.5 tons from 1st December to 28th of February. Which, yeah, makes sense. Well, in the UK, I'm not sure if there's any specific laws about it because it rarely gets cold enough to warrant winters. Saying that we do get occasional, like, ice, but saying that in like Norway and again bringing back Norway into it, but like in Norway you actually get skin pad training. So you actually like you go through a low traction little course before your test to make sure you actually know how to deal with losing traction. Which it's important for those countries to have that. Like, but it's also something that would probably be good for all to do. Like, if nothing else, how to handle oversteer and how to handle understeer is probably good to know. Because like one thing's about their traction control and whatnot. There's also a whole thing. No, not in the UK, unfortunately. I mean, it probably is under like the advanced driving course you can do, but as far as the standard one goes, not that I'm aware of. But in Norway, yes. Swipe. Yeah, but wet roads can still... I mean, it's not as bad as ice, but, like, water can still be trouble unto itself. Because, like, in the theory tests, one of the things that you learn is, like, appropriate distance. So, like, normal conditions, it would be a 2-second time gap. So, you see that rock, assuming the car in front of me is next to that rock, in 2 seconds time, I should be next to the rock. Excuse me. And that's in normal conditions. Then in wet conditions, that would be a 4-second time gap. And for ice, that would be 10. Because less traction, less ability to brake. So, like I said, it's not as bad, but it's still very much worth considering. Especially, I guess with like Indonesia, it would be much more severe rain, so it's probably worse again. So it'd probably just be the same reply, but instead of ice, it's just how hard is it raining that day. It's one of those, like, every country is going to, like, develop its driver training program based on the conditions that are relevant, so... Well, it's just much like the things always comes out to mind. Roads is always kind of a fun menu, so... Yeah. I like the idea of a moped. But given the kind of vehicle that it is, it's like, it's small, it's like, it's a little runabout thing. So that is the kind of thing that I do think should be electric. I guess it'd be a case, I guess with a moped it will also be easier to put a little snorkel on it. Saying that light vehicle in water means buoyancy could also just pull the vehicle up out of the water, up off the ground, so then you have no traction at all because there's nothing to grip on. The 4 or more gear engine. 4 or more gear engine, what do you mean? Because, like, the way I see it, a moped and a motorcycle are two different things. Because, like, a moped is... Because, like, a moped would be something like this, and then a motorbike would be... something like that. So, yeah, at least the way I see it, it's like these are two different things, so they are worthy of two different names. Okay, now I'm just critiquing this. I feel like this should have a slightly longer wheelbase so you can have a little cargo thing on the back. I say it should be electric more because, like, it's a small little city runabout type vehicle. Of which, like, cities and low speeds are where electric vehicles are at their best because, like, low resistance because low speeds are low friction from the wheels, and low speed meaning low air resistance, and also start-stop meaning regen braking gets used a lot more, which is electric vehicles' big party trick. So... I am a massive car nerd. So it's not like that. Oh, I know what I was about to try and say, and I just ended up stumbling off my own tongue. I forgot what I was trying to say now. Fuck. Valheim has 3 or 4. No, it's like the idea of like a small scooter. Like that's, well, what I have my bike for. And especially so for like when I get a car. Because it'd be, I have my bike for going around town because like it's small, it's efficient, and it's not chucking crap out the back which makes it toxic. But then I would have a car to do distance, which is like on like longer motorway trips. It's like as far as air pollution goes, it's like it's not really much of a concern. But then you run into like the actual emissions of the vehicle going into the atmosphere and doing the global warming thing, which is why the problem I have with combustion vehicles is that we're not, or that we're still putting fossil fuels in them. Because at least the way I see it is that a car is only ever as clean as its energy source. Like an electric car, it's not good for the environment, it's not bad for the environment, it just is. Because it's like, okay, I'm being good for the environment. No, you're not. It's powered by the local, like, oil plant, because you just moved the emissions from the vehicle itself to down the road. So, an electric car is only as clean as the grid, and a combustion car is only as clean as the fuel in the tank. Saying that, the question is then, what do you put in the tank? Oh yeah, that's another thing as well, is like actually recycling them. And even then with, like, especially like the more modern electric cars, and like the kind of mass production of them. Just opening the window, I want some air. As like, it's a phone on wheels. It's like, you buy it and then you get rid of it after 3 years after the warranty expires, because then it's probably, because like the way they're built, like it's the planned obsolescence is the problem. It's like if you go into like the poorer regions of Africa and you try and get a taxi, it's like it's going to be an 80s Mercedes diesel, because they will run on anything that even vaguely resembles fuel, and it'll just run forever. You need double of a home consumption. Of an electric car to charge is said to be double of a... Okay, so it just stacks on top. So it's like you burn X amount of like kilowatts per day, and then the electric car just doubles that. Is that what you're trying to say? But no, I brought up the old Mercedes taxis because what's it running? What's it running on? Wasted cooking oil. So it's like, okay, well, we've used it for cooking. It's like, well, we can't really use it for that again. Stick it in the car. Which, yeah, means you have 3 house worth of bill electricity. Okay. Like in the UK, you can get a dedicated like EV power plan. So, like overnight, like the actual cost per unit energy, like it goes like way far down. It becomes a lot cheaper. So, they have normal house activity during the day, and then you can charge the car for cheap at night. Which, really, is how an electric car should be used. Like, that is pretty much the idea of heaven for one of them. But then, like I said, I have bike for around town, and then I would have a car for distance. It's like a combustion engine's at its most efficient under consistent load. So it's like you get on the motorway, you get up to speed, and then it just sits there. Because it was like when we were talking in the like WPTV chat earlier, it's like I was complaining about how hard it was to get to 60, or like to 60, 70 territory. Once it was there, it was completely fine. Well, I'm also blabbing, so it's like I'm hardly any better. So yeah, I have nothing to complain about or apologise for. Yeah, so once it was at 60, great. Problem is, you have to get there first. That I said I did get to about 4,000 RPM out of the corner earlier. I like that was in first, and then because second gear was at about 2,100 RPM from there at that speed, and it's like we have the like engine, or like when playing with the clutch, it's like the engine just kind of snaps to that revs, or like the appropriate RPM. Like, I actually did that quite smoothly, which is the first time I've done that, really. But I've shifted smoothly before, but from, like, such a big difference in RPM. Because I have gotten quite high before. No, I don't mean on drugs. Like, I meant in the rev range. Exactly what like a first car shouldn't be, because it's like when I think it's like, what was it, metal grissom? How do you pronounce it? I said just don't get a BMW or whatever. I said, but I like BMWs. It's like because they're like the big heavy cruiser type things. It's like that's the kind of thing I want. 76 done. It was like ideally for a first car, I'd be like small, probably petrol, like round town type. Which, well, I have the bike for that, so what's the point? Is kind of the way I look at it. Now thinking, what? I can't grasp it. Enough of the I really understand the feeling of acceleration of an engine. I mean, like, accelerating smoothly is nice. Stamping it is also nice. I mean, not very fuel efficient, but it's fun. But whoever said miles per gallon was important? No, it's like, as far as what would be first car appropriate with a BMW, it'd be something like a 1 Series. So, like this little hatchback. But then the kind of thing I want would be something like this. I got the chassis code wrong. Either way, like 3 litre diesel rear wheel drive. Well, that'd be an automatic, so it'd be 8th and not 6th, but close enough. Saying that, I also don't really trust high torque rear wheel drive automatic cars. So it's one of those. And it's saying that a big car like that is gonna be expensive. So that's another hurdle, and even then, like, new driver, relatively young, insurance would be horrific. And especially when you're starting, like, insurance is really the big number that you want to be considering. So, which then mean to a degree, well, it depends. Because the one I think of with that is the E46, the late 90s, early 2000s 3 series. Because it had, like, some of the cooling system parts were actually made of plastic. The problem is, given the cooling system, like, you have hot water, well, it would be coolant, whether that's water or not, I don't know. But you have hot and cold coolant, and then, like, they're going back and forth, and then that goes into the expansion tank. You have, like, that temperature difference makes it brittle, which means it is going to fail, like, before 80,000 miles. So you pretty much need to gut the thing and have a new cooling system. So, like, it's not even just expensive because it's a BMW. It's expensive because you need to rebuild half the car. I mean, like, the newer ones apparently are actually quite good reliability-wise. Saying that, I wouldn't exactly trust it to be cheap. So you don't need to replace it often, but when you do, ouch. Yeah, but if you want proof that modern BMWs are actually fairly reliable, Toyota was willing to license one of their cars. Toyota does reliability very well. If it's good enough for them, it's probably good enough for everyone else. Saying that, well, it's the Supra Mark V, which is a stick a Toyota badge on a BMW Z4 and be done with it, more or less. But it was that, or you don't get a Supra. So pick your poison. And here's me being a giant car nerd again. So, would you rather have a BMW with a Toyota badge, or would you rather not have the option of a sports car? Now, the question is, how the hell am I going to get that? I'm going to jump on top, except then it's going to break, and I'm going to fall, and then I'm going to break my ankles on it. So I want to find... That's good, so I want something extra for that. Wait a minute, hang on. There. Carrot seeds. Yes. There's no insurance in. Yeah. And it's for safety that I'm actually looking for Mushrooms or blueberries, whichever I run into first. Ideally both. And this fucker. Ow. No, it's just carrot seeds. But they mean I can make food, which is good. It means I can make more impressive food than a cooked chunk of meat. Saying that, a well done chunk of meat is a very nice thing. Can I have some mushrooms, please? Or blueberries? One shot in. There are food recipes, it's just that I don't actually have access to them yet. I'll get there, and I'm not going that way, because that's a mountain, and the mountain has pain in it. And this is more copper. Which I'll get around to. Right then. Moving on. Just gone in a big circle. I think there's mushrooms up here, aren't there? Okay, sure, well. Yeah, I'll try not to die. Might forget though. You know what, this'll do. I should not be running around him. Oh, there's the magic mushrooms. Lovely. No, I need to go back over here. Oh, don't you fuck. Oh! no. Oh, get fucking nobbled. There's a wild bear. Arsehole. Fucking cunthead. I really need a filter, don't I? Okay, that failed. I'll deal with that in a minute. Oh my fucking god. Schnurbed. And I'm so stressed, I'm swearing in Simlish. Please forget that I'm here. Ow. I hate this. Bear over there, a troll over there. This is fun. Really? I want to chop your ears off. Oh, you exist to make my life worse. Oh. Can you oh my fucking tits. You two are the absolute worst things in the world. Be smart. I can be smart. Whether I can actually do it is another question entirely. Yeah. Please fuck off. They're just complaining that you can't hit anything. And you... I don't know what you're doing. Oh, it's morning. Now, the lot of yous leave. Fucking dickwad. God, become morning. Thank you. Now fuck off the both of you. That's not fucking off either of you. Stop getting health back. Stop giving health back. Oh, now you're leaving. Bloody hell. Oh, don't worry. Do I actually have to fuck me? I actually have to fight the troll. I have to fight the troll, don't I? Put that there. Rested buff. There we go. I also want this bear. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you piss off, please? I'm here to kill you. I dodged that. What I need is that. Really? You are a terrible shot. Okay, that's just a tantrum. You just got rid of my brace. I just go back to the dodging. Very much go back to the dodging. Okay, now. And now my inventory's full. shit. Oh. Really? That didn't go very well. Which is full. Okay. I think what I'll do is finish digging out the copper, then clean it up. very slightly less problems. It's like bloody bear. There we go. That's an axe. Okay. Now is system. Okay. So. Valheim, when are you gonna get back soon? Because I want to go and raid. Hello. Yeah, I have finished digging out the copper. There's a bear over there. I killed the troll. Yeah, next life. So, why not? Oh, the food's run out. Never mind. I'm thinking of killing the bear, but I don't really have much of any food at all. So what I think... But I have dug out the copper, so what I think I'm gonna do is get it back next time. And... no, it's just the troll that was over here being a shitfuck. And... yes, I think I'm probably gonna end it here, really. So I'm gonna get the copper back next time. But if I have moose now and I'll bite it. Yeah. No, it's an electric deer. Because, like, moose have a slightly different head shape to normal deer. So it might have been a caribou or reindeer, given the size. But... is he a moose? I'd say probably not. Like, yeah, the only real reason I did this one, I'm not sure if you heard before because of your headphones. I mean moose are a kind of deer, so it's kind of. Anyway, it's like, you know, the kind of meme where it's like, you start off with some scabby little dirt hut. It's like, oh, I did some off-camera mining, and you have this, and then you go to this massive, like, full-up base. I was like, because this isn't the most interesting, I was just gonna do a little extra stream to, like, get the copper out. So I don't do off-stream mining. No, they haven't really. They might have released it on Instagram. I'll have a look. Instagram. Worst pre-made ever. Today is the 7th. They have released a grand total of fuck all. So that's a no. Yeah. Yeah, raid. Yeah, I'm gonna remember to raid this time. Yeah, at least we have progress. Yeah. This has been fun. So off we go to the Nicolars. I'll just exit the game quickly. So, yeah, raid Nick.
That's awesome. Fantastic. But also, like, good luck.
Do it, bro. I dare you.
Purple burglar alarm, purple burglar alarm, purple